Welcome everyone, it's John here, coming to you from beautiful East Tennessee, in a town that I grew up in. Back when I was a young man, I remember them making a discovery as they was trying to cut in a new road, I believe, and to, make a shortcut across this hill. And they found a graveyard, a cemetery that had been forgotten and lost, with some pretty interesting headstones in here, some pretty interesting things going on here. There's Civil War veterans buried in here. So let's go check this out. Follow me. As you can see, nowadays it's maintained, but when this was first discovered, there were many large trees growing up through a lot of the graves and stuff. And this right here, this little building here, they finished it. It wasn't finished when they discovered this, but it was they built a little house over top of some little boy's grave. So let's check out what we got here. This headstone here is actually falling apart. 1880 to 1906 it looks like. See, some headstones are just rocks. That's it. So I don't know what this would date back to. Some people theorize the 1700s. Some say maybe the 1800s, early 1800s. I'm not sure of that. And a lot of these you can't even read. This headstone here has fallen over. And this is the little building right here. Born in 1896 and died in 1902. Very sad young boy. This one has some kind of emblem up here. See more stone headstones here. And some of the families, the people buried here, actually come in and put new headstones up for their family members. Let's walk this way. There's a couple cool looking markers over here. Let me go up here so I'm not walking over top of graves. It's hard to tell where I'm not walking on graves here. You see, a lot of these are just stone markers. And we got this one here that is very eroded and decayed. Let's see if you can read anything on it. It's hard for me to make it out. Maybe you can with this camera on a bigger screen. This is not legible at all. This may just be the footstone for that one. Let's go over here. Check out this interesting grave right here. Ruth Steiner, born in 1844, died in 1888. It's an odd positioning on that. See more stone head markers here. (1906) is the death on that one. Let's go farther up to the top here and check this out. I'm super amazed at all the unmarked graves, just stone headstones. Now I know this area is founded in the late 1700s, so I don't know. A lot of people think this might have been the first cemetery here in this area. So let me know what you think about it. Definitely a very interesting place. Of course, a lot of people say it's haunted. I don't know about that, but definitely spooky just finding this out in the middle of the woods. Let's see what these say here. 1881 was the death of this guy. Like I said, just so many unmarked graves here. Still on through here. You see big and little headstones all over. And I know as a kid we saw some that said Tennessee, representing Civil War veterans. I'd like to find those headstones and show them to you guys. See, here's another grave from a child, infant daughter. That's sad. This is not legible at all. Cannot read that headstone. A lot of these graves are Steiners of the family, which was one of the original founders of this area. So it makes sense that this was probably the first graveyard here. Farrell Steiner. We continue to hunt for these Civil War markers. Definitely strange how this grave marker was placed up on this stump, growing up through this grave. Now this is something very interesting. The first settlers in Sharps Chapel, Tennessee was Henry and Sarah Steiner. So you see Henry was born in 1796, died in 1878. Sarah, 1798 to 1896. These were the first two settlers. You see the original stone markers are still standing behind this newer one, monumenting them. It's pretty neat history right there. Some more Steiners. It's pretty much the whole family's history is buried here. But this graveyard, like I said, was lost and forgotten for many years. I don't know if you make anything out on this. This is one of the Civil War markers. There was a veteran from the Civil War, and I believe this is one of the others. And there's a couple more out here somewhere. It's just so hard to read these from all the decay from the weather affecting all these, the erosion that has happened to these over the years. But here we are. The once lost and forgotten discovered. It's around 1994, 95 they discovered this. And it's untelling. I think the most recent markers I've seen here was the very early 1900s. So probably from the 1920s maybe. It was forgotten for approximately 70, 80 years. Just growed up, not maintained. But that's it, guys. Hope y'all enjoyed this video. Just a little part of history that most people don't even know about. The first settlers, the first graveyard in this small little community here that was lost and forgotten for 70 or 80 years. Now it's being preserved by the family. They take care of it as much as they can. And I'm glad for that, And it's kind of weird seeing all these stone markers everywhere. No names on them, nothing. Unknowns, stone markers. Still wonder how they discovered which one was the original settlers. Thanks for watching, guys. Like, share, subscribe. Hit me up on social media. If you want to contribute to Patreon, I'll be happy to send you postcards. Thank you guys for watching. Y'all have a wonderful day. And right here, I walked right past it, is one of the Civil War markers. Right here. It's pretty cool. It's W.M.W. Bratcher, it looks like.